So, good morning, students. Welcome you all to the grammar class. And today we are resuming with adjectives. So, what are adjectives? Adjectives को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? विशेषण, right? जो किसी चीज की विशेषता बताते हैं, those are called as adjectives. So, let's start with them. So, this is the definition of the adjectives, that adjectives describes noun and pronoun. तो उनको क्या करते हैं? डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. कैसे डिस्क्राइब करते हैं? अ बिग हाउस. हाउस इज व्हाट? हाउस इज अ noun. So it's big. So it's a big house. This is a large army. Okay? A huge ship. A tall building. See, you need to see these adjectives very meticulously because I am coming up with different categories of the same. So we should know that these kind of adjectives will fall into which category. Okay, so to have the proper stratification, we should know the things. All right, so a long bridge, high mountain, a short man, ये सब क्या है? इसको explain कर रहे हैं. Okay, some adjectives tell about the colors. क्या अगर मैं कहूं कि this is green pen, so there is a noun after that, and I am telling you the quality of that, the color of that, that is what is your adjective. So जहां जहां आप colors भी देखते हैं, color itself आप noun में count नहीं करेंगे. जब उसके पीछे noun आ रहा है तो आप उसको क्या count करेंगे? Adjective. So a red carpet, a white swan, a blue uniform, a gray suit, an orange balloon, orange an. Okay, an orange balloon, a yellow ribbon, a brown bear, green peppers, black shoes. So these are the examples stating the colors, and some adjectives tell what people or things are like by describing their quality. ठीक है, किसी चीज की क्वालिटी बताना, किसी इंसान की क्वालिटी बता रहे हैं, वो भी क्या है? एडजेक्टिव्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, अ ब्यूटीफुल वुमन, अ हैंडसम बॉय, अ पुअर फैमिली, अ रिच कपल, अ स्ट्रेंज प्लेस, अ यंग सोल्जर, एन ओल्ड अंकल, अ काइंड लेडी, फेमिलियर वॉइस. फेमिलियर वॉइस इज ऑल्सो एन adjective because we are telling the quality कि ये familiar है. All right, a deep pool, a flat surface, hot drink, cold winter, sunny day, cool weather. Okay, now some adjectives tell what things are made up of. मैं कहूंगी plastic bag, तो फिर plastic adjective है? Yes, it is a noun as well, but here it is an adjective because it is being followed by a noun. Folder. Folder is what? A noun. And we are describing this folder. So whatever thing that describes noun or pronoun, as I have clearly stated, that is called as an adjective. So a plastic folder, a paper bag. Paper bag सोचा है कभी हम बोलेंगे? नहीं ना? But that's a paper bag. I'm telling the quality of it. Okay? A cotton shirt. Cotton को normally सोचते हो adjective, but वो adjective किस context में use हो रहा है? जब उसके पीछे आ रहा है noun. Okay? A jade ring, a stone wall, metal box. कहते हैं ना golden, I can say golden pen. That golden pen is also what? Golden is adjective. Okay, a wooden spoon. But do you know कब हम ये en क्यों लगाते हैं? Do you have any idea why we are saying wooden here? Why? कब wooden आता है, कब कुछ और आता है, क्यों आता है, कैसे आता है? Of course, जब wood से बनी हुई चीज की बात होगी तो हम उसको wooden बोलेंगे. But there are certain rules that we will be discussing ahead कि en आप कब करते हो? Okay, so you should know कि कब en आना चाहिए because English, as I say, of course, it's not a tough language, but definitely it's a confusing language. And ahead we'll be discussing about prepositions, and there are around 150 prepositions. but the application, the implementation of the same becomes confusing because वो कभी किसी verb के साथ कैसे use हो रहा है, go के साथ ही 4 direction में आप use कर सकते हो उसको, right? So likewise, things become confusing when you come to implementation part, okay, when you are actually utilizing it. So when you know the rules, you will not face any difficulty, and from now I'm damn sure that you will be very clear about the nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and all the different parts of speech. A clay pot, a glass door, a concrete road. Concrete road सोचा है? नहीं, but है. A concrete road. That is why I have incorporated these examples so that you know that these are also adjectives. चलिए. What about these? जो किसी origin को दिखा रहे हैं. अभी तक तो जो हम origin को दिखा रहे थे, हम तो उसको pronoun कह रहे थे, isn't it? Proper noun. What is proper noun? I was telling you Indian. Indian is a proper noun. है ना, किसी चीज को रेफर कर रहा है जो स्पेसिफिक है, करेक्ट? बट देन हियर व्हेन आई एम यूजिंग अ नाउन just after that, that becomes an adjective. A Mexican hat, the French flag, an American custom, a Japanese lady. I hope you are able to relate with me on all these. Is it clear? Okay. If you have any doubts, please post in the comment section. Comments are live now and you can post and I'll answer that later on. So let's talk about the adjectives endings. Endings कैसे होती हैं? कभी तो full लगा हुआ है, मैंने क्या बोला था? कभी full लगा हुआ है, कभी golden हो गया. So how we place it? So let's learn that. So some adjectives end in full, and these adjectives describe noun or pronouns that are full of something or have a lot of something. Beautiful face, cheerful, खुशियों से भरी, सुंदरता से भरी. So that is why you are utilizing beautiful face. Okay? A cheerful baby, a powerful machine, a skillful player, a painful injury, चोट लगना, right? Painful, joyful, smile, a wonderful time. कोई चीज जो किसी चीज से भरी हो, right? There you can use full. Okay? अगर आपको ये कहना है कि that was a joyful festival. This time Diwali 2022 was a joyful festival. Okay? So that is what? खुशियों भरा. Okay? A useful book, a careful student, a helpful teacher, playful children, and so on. Right? So you can have n number of examples, and when we'll be doing exercises post this session, then I will actually check that how you are getting the different categories. Okay? Some adjectives end in OUS. Is it? A famous writer, a mountainous area, a dangerous job. So these are what? Which are ending with OUS. Courageous, adventurous, poisonous. तो ये सब भी क्या हैं आपके adjectives. Some adjectives end in Y. अब क्या क्या बात हुई? कुछ तो full से end हो रहे हैं, कुछ OUS से हो रहे हैं, कुछ कैसे हो रहे हैं? Y. Y से कैसे? A messy room. कबाड़ा मचा रखा है. A messy room. Right? A sleepy dog. नींद आ रही है. I am very sleepy. Okay? Sleepy teacher. तो यहाँ पे I am very sleepy नहीं है. That's wrong. क्या आएगा? Sleepy teacher. So it is followed by a noun. Okay? A muddy path, an easy test, a noisy car. So these are what? The examples. चाहे dirty हो, thirsty हो, stormy हो, juicy हो. तो यहाँ पे आप juiceful use कर सकते हो, stormful use कर सकते हो, नहीं कर सकते. क्या मैं यहाँ पे thirstous use कर सकती हूँ? क्यों? क्योंकि हम ये सुनते आ रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं और हमें पता है कि यहाँ पे y लगेगा, right? But then still you should be very crystal clear कि कहाँ पे आपको y दिखता है, कहाँ लगाना है और कहाँ नहीं लगाना है. All right. Some adjectives end in less. These adjectives describe a person or thing that does not have something, which is lacking something, right? a careless driver, है ना? मैं इसको describe कर रही हूँ driver को, and I'm saying he's a careless driver. A sleeveless dress, a cloudless sky, okay? A useless tool, a meaningless word, a fearless fighter, homeless people, seedless grapes, and harmless animals. Okay? So easy, na? Some adjectives ending in al, national, musical, electrical. So did we ever think about it कि adjectives में भी इतनी categories होती हैं कि हमें कब OUS लगाना है, कब AL लगाना है, कब Y लगाना है. तो हमें इन सब चीजों का ध्यान रखना है when we are incorporating the adjectives in the live sentences. Okay, while you're communicating maybe in that case, and when you are writing, so in your formal written language also you should try and incorporate it in a very meticulous manner. Okay. So these are the adjectives with IC, I, SHI, well, able, if, ly. Just check them out. First one, a fantastic singer, an energetic dog. So these are ending with what? I and C. Basic grammar. We are learning basic grammar. So that's basic is an adjective. It's not a noun. If you have seen the heading of my presentation, you have seen basic grammar. So basic grammar, if I'm talking about something, I'm describing it. So that is your adjective. Enthusiastic shouting. Selfish up. यहाँ क्या था? I see. यहाँ क्या आ गया? ISH. Foolish, stylish, childish, terrible, sensible. यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? IBLE. Okay? Horrible, visible, likable, comfortable. अब यहाँ able था, यहाँ क्या है? Able. Suitable, valuable. Okay? So you should know कहाँ पे IBLE लगाना है, कहाँ पे ABLE लगाना है. So I am stating the words here so that you have the clarity, and maximum words I have tried to incorporate here. Okay? An imaginative story, expensive jewelry, talkative, creative, friendly, lovely, lively. We will also learn the degrees of the adjectives. Very, very important. Reason being, if I'm saying something is expensive, okay, and there are two objects, and I am saying that this thing is more expensive than this. So कब और जब मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि ये सबसे ज्यादा expensive यही है, this is the most expensive. Okay, so we have different degrees for the same that we are going to discuss ahead. ING, loving parents, caring nurse, smiling face, boring story, gleaming car. So these are the examples which are there for your ING. Disappointing result. Other word क्या होता है? Disappointment, है ना? But अगर हमें इसको adjective बनाना है तो हम क्या करेंगे? It is a disappointing talk. Whatever you can use. All right. An exciting ride. Chattering monkeys. वैसे क्या बोलते हैं? Chatter बोलते हैं, है ना? Chatter verb भी है. Chattering is now adjective. Shocking news. Okay. Now, as I was talking about chattering, I said it's a verb. Have you heard about present participle, past participle? When we talk about present continuous, when we talk about past continuous, what do we apply? ING with the verb, right? So in adjectives also, you apply ING. Like, you can say a closed door. This is past. Okay. Boiled eggs. Wasted time. So words like smiling, caring, which I utilized on the previous slide. A smiling face, a flashing light, है ना? So these are what? These are present participles of verbs. These are present participles of verbs acting as adjectives. They are formed by adding ing to the verbs. Many present participles can also be used as adjectives. Like I have given the examples and I am going back again and you can have a look. Loving, caring, flashing, smiling, boring, gleaming. Okay. Now, many of the adjectives end in ed. Closed door, boiled eggs. है ना? हमें क्या लगता था boiled eggs क्या है? नाउन है? नाम है एक boiled eggs. Boiled. I am describing eggs. I am describing a noun which is boiled, which is something. Okay. So large egg, huge egg. मैं ये भी कह सकती हूँ. And boiled egg is also an adjective. Wasted time. A painted wall. This wall is painted and a painted wall. Okay. Reduced prices, satisfied customers. These are all what? Adjectives. Now, words like closed, wasted, escaped are past participles of verbs. Many past participles can also be used as adjectives. Now, describing what something is made up of. That is also what? Adjective. Some nouns can be used like adjectives. For example, if you have a chair that is made up of plastic, which we have discussed, you can use the noun plastic as an adjective. कोई gold है, so you can say it as gold watch. It's a gold watch. Correct? Noun, adjective, example. But the nouns would and would can't be used like this. There is an exception. क्या exception है? To make adjectives of the nouns, you have to add en. Clear? Wooden, woolen, a wooden door, a woolen jumper. Okay? So these are what? The adjectives in which you are utilizing en. Describing what something is like. There is another way to make the adjectives from the nouns. एक और तरीका है जिससे हम noun से adjective बनाते हैं. Suppose you want to say that something is like a certain material. वो नहीं है, वो पूरा material नहीं है, but it is like that. Okay? So हालांकि वो से बना नहीं हुआ, but वो similar है. To make these adjectives, add en. एक मैं कह रही हूं डिफरेंस समझो. यहां क्या लिखा है? गोल्डन. पिछली स्लाइड में क्या था? गोल्ड वॉच. भैया वो अगर गोल्ड की वॉच हो तो गोल्ड वॉच ही लिखेंगे ना. बट अगर कोई चीज गोल्डन कलर की है, सिमिलर है, सो यू कैन से गोल्डन. ऑलराइट. गोल्ड, गोल्डन. सिल्क, सिल्की, सिल्कन. लीट, लीडन. These are the examples of the same. Alright. Order of adjectives, very very important. Have you heard about the order? क्या adjectives में भी order होता है? नहीं. Adjectives में क्या order होता है? Sometimes several adjectives are used to describe a single noun or pronoun. When you use two or more adjectives, I'm repeating, when you use two or more adjectives, the usual order is. अब order क्या है आप वो देखिए. पहले क्या आता है? Size. क्या है? साइज. फिर क्या है? क्वालिटी. फिर क्या है? कलर. ओरिजिन एंड सब्सटेंस. सब्सटेंस मतलब जिस चीज की हम बात कर रहे हैं. अगर मैं कहूं अ स्मॉल ग्रीन प्लास्टिक बॉक्स, स्मॉल क्या है? साइज है. ग्रीन क्या है? प्लास्टिक क्या है? बॉक्स क्या है? सब्सटेंस. तो क्या ऑर्डर बताया मैंने? साइज आएगा, क्वालिटी आएगा, कलर आएगा एंड ओरिजिन एंड सब्सटेंस. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इन द फर्दर. दिस इज the order which I am telling, and I will be talking about the exact order in the next slide, which you can see. So here are more examples. A large Indian temple. Okay, large Indian temple. So there are different categories. You can have 3, 4. So we'll be talking about that कि 3, 4 कैसे होते हैं. Okay, but अगर आप ये कह रहे हैं इंडियन लार्ज टेम्पल बोल सकते हैं, सोचिए, क्योंकि हम लोग को आदत बनी हुई है. बट आदत क्यों बनी हुई है? बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग इट करेक्टली. बट अगर आप ये देखें किसी ने लिखा है इंडियन लार्ज टेम्पल, तो दैट इज रॉन्ग. इंडियन लार्ज टेम्पल इज रॉन्ग. अ कलरफुल कॉटन शर्ट, कॉटन कलरफुल शर्ट, ये लोग कर देते हैं. क्या आएगा? कलरफुल कॉटन शर्ट. डिलीशियस स्पेनिश फूड. क्रंची ऑस्ट्रेलियन एप्पल्स. टॉल white stone building. Tall white stone building. Long Chinese silk roll. Okay, so adjectives of quality sometimes come before adjectives of size. अगर मैं किसी चीज की क्वालिटी बता रही हूं ना, वो साइज से पहले आ सकती है. अभी तक क्या देख रहे थे कि साइज पहले आ रहा है, लॉन्ग टॉल वट एवर वी आर स्केटिंग, साइज पहले आ रहा था. बट कुछ ऐसे केसेस होते हैं जहां पे क्वालिटी की बात कर रहे हैं तो क्वालिटी पहले आ सकता है साइज से. जैसे ब्यूटीफुल लॉन्ग हेयर. ब्यूटीफुल इज क्वालिटी, लॉन्ग इज साइज. सो ब्यूटीफुल लॉन्ग हेयर. ओके, लाइकवाइज एलिगेंट शॉर्ट हेयर. क्लियर? सो एलिगेंट इज अगेन यूटिलाइज्ड एज अ क्वालिटी, देन शॉर्ट हेयर. ओके, yeah, we will talk about that, and you can state in the comment section and we'll discuss about it. So all right, so but adjectives of size always come, as I stated, adjectives of size always come before adjectives of color. तो अगर मैं कहूं beautiful long hair, I told beautiful long hair. Here I am telling beautiful long black hair. Are you able to relate? क्या है? Adjectives of size always come before adjectives of color. तो हमेशा size जो है वो color से पहले आएगा. तो color कहाँ है? ये रहा. और size कहाँ है? ये रहा. तो size पहले आएगा color से. अगर मुझे बताना है कि beautiful long black hair, तो beautiful तो आगे, but then you are using 2 or 3 qualities collectively. Okay, then if you use any adjective of substance, it comes after the color adjectives. क्या बोला? If you use any adjective of substance, it comes after the color adjective. For example, a beautiful long black silk dress. Long black silk dress. तो आपने क्या किया? It comes after the color adjective. Okay. Now, चलिए, ये तो हम we had just a general discussion. This was just a general discussion about adjectives. I hope you guys are clear that what categories can be of adjectives and how you can utilize adjectives. Now let's talk about the different types of adjectives. So primarily there are 2 types. First one is descriptive adjective. Descriptive का मतलब क्या है? Describe कर रहा है, तो it describe the quality of the noun. Okay, so descriptive adjective describe the quality of a noun. And limiting adjective क्या होता है? जो limit कर रहा है. So limit the noun being described. Okay, चलिए, let's talk about them in detail. So a descriptive adjective is a word which describes nouns and pronouns. Most of the adjectives belong to this type. क्या बोला? Most of the adjectives, maximum जो आपके adjectives हैं वो इसी category में fall होते हैं. Like descriptive adjectives are also called as qualitative adjectives, and let's check out their examples. अब इसकी भी इसको दो कैटेगरी में रिप्रेजेंट किया गया है. फर्स्ट वन इज एट्रीब्यूट एडजेक्टिव एंड सेकंड वन इज प्रेडिकेट एडजेक्टिव्स. ओके, सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट एट्रीब्यूट एडजेक्टिव, तो इसमें क्या है, इट इज प्लेस्ड डायरेक्टली बिसाइड द नाउन. बिसाइड क्या होता है, बगल में, राइट? सो इट इज इसके बिल्कुल बगल में, इसके बिल्कुल साइड में बिठाया हुआ है, आई हैव अ फास्ट कार. तो एडजेक्टिव है, बट इट इज फॉलोइंग अंडर विच कैटेगरी, डिस्क्रिप्टिव. एंड डिस्क्रिप्टिव में भी किस कैटेगरी के अंदर है, एट्रीब्यूट. नाउ द वर्ड फास्ट इज डिस्क्राइबिंग एन एट्रीब्यूट ऑफ द कार. कार के डिफरेंट एट्रीब्यूट हो सकते हैं, उसको डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है, लिमिट नहीं कर रहा है, डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. दैट इज काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्टिव एडजेक्टिव. नाउ predicate adjectives placed after a linking verb. Example, the man is fat. The man is fat. So linking verb here is. So यहाँ पे linking verbs में क्या आएगा, be. Linking verbs कौन कौन सी हो सकती है इसके अंदर, be, seem, appear, look, feel, smell, taste, etc. All right, it smells good. It smells good. It smells nice. It smells bad. Correct? So these are the examples of what? Your predicate adjective. So just beside that, you will not find a noun. Okay, immediately after that, you are not finding a noun. So it is not an attribute adjective. More examples. I'm hungry. That's fine. That's an example of descriptive. The hungry cats are crying. Descriptive. I saw a flying eagle. That is also descriptive. Now, there are different categories of limiting adjectives. We talked about two categories of descriptive, attribute and predicate. Now, you should know that there are different categories of your limiting adjectives. First one is quantitative, second one proper adjectives, demonstrative, possessive adjectives, interrogative adjectives, indefinite, articles, and compound adjectives. Now you must be able to relate that when we studied nouns and pronouns, we have heard about these terms like proper, demonstrative, possessive, interrogative, indefinite, right, and compound. But here the meanings are different, the context is different. So let's explore in detail about them. So quantitative, what do you understand by the term quantitative? That represents quantity, okay, quantity of something. So a quantitative adjective provides information about the quantity of the nouns or the pronouns. Like, I have 20 bucks in my wallet. All right. They have 3 children. How many? So it is answering what? How many? So how much, how many की जो कैटेगरी है वो क्या बताता है? Quantitative आपका adjective. So I have 20 bucks. They have 3 children. You should have completed the whole task. तो you should have completed the whole task क्या है? How much? है ना, कितना कर लिया? तो ये आपका किससे रिलेट हो रहा है? क्वांटिटी से. ओके, हाउ मच वर्क हैव यू डन सो फार? कितना काम कर लिया अभी तक? ओके, सो दैट इज काइंड ऑफ क्वांटिटेटिव. ओके, ऑर्डिनल एडजेक्टिव्स. ऑर्डिनल, हैव यू हर्ड द टर्म ऑर्डिनल? ऑर्डिनल represents order, first, second, third. So the first boy, the third date, right? So these are what? The examples of ordinal adjectives. How about proper adjectives? We have heard about proper nouns, right? And proper nouns refer to something that is significant, has some value. If I talk about Taj Mahal, so that should be in capital letters. We know that proper nouns come in capital letters. Those who have not seen the video, they can go back and refer to the previous video in which I have spoken about nouns and pronouns. So in the same video, you will find that I have talked about proper nouns, and here we can relate with proper adjectives. So proper adjectives are the adjective form of proper nouns. Proper adjectives are the adjective form of proper nouns. When proper nouns modify or describe other nouns, they become proper adjective. कैसे भाई? Example. American cars are very strong. American cars. So what do you see? They are usually capitalized. Can you see? American, Chinese, KFC burgers. Okay, specific है. But they have a noun after it. What is the difference? Normal में noun क्या होता है? Proper noun. आप कुछ भी बोल रहे हो. Lisha ma'am is a teacher. Lisha is a teacher. Correct? आपने अलग से यूज किया noun चलेगा? टीचर बोला चलेगा. बट क्या अगर मैं ऐसे यूज करूं तो मैं इसके अंदर अगर पीछे नाउन नहीं लगा रही तो ये एडजेक्टिव नहीं है, और पीछे इसके नाउन लगा हुआ है तो हमने क्या ट्रेंड देखा? जनरली एडजेक्टिव्स के पीछे क्या होता है? नाउन. क्लियर? सो अमेरिकन कार्स आर वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. तो यहाँ पे आपको पता होना चाहिए, अगर आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया जाए कि भाई ये नाउन है या एडजेक्टिव है, so you should see first thing, which is there any noun after that? Okay, so American cars are very strong. Chinese people are hard workers. I love KFC burgers. So you noticed there is a way to write it. That is why it is being written like this. Okay. ऐसे ही when you talk about government, some policies, some acronyms, so you are not supposed to write it in small letters. It has a predefined meaning. There are keywords. So those keywords should be treated like those particular keywords while you are doing your essay writing. Okay. Now, what do you understand by demonstrative adjectives? Demonstrative adjectives. We have heard about demonstrative before. So that was this, that, those, these, right? Let's check out how about demonstrative adjectives. A demonstrative adjective directly refers to something or someone, and these include the words this, that, these, those. पहले की तरह यहाँ भी क्या आ रहा है? This, that, these, those. A demonstrative pronoun works alone. Mind it. जो हमने pronouns पढ़े हैं उसमें क्या है? It works alone. This is a cat. Correct? Now, it does not precede a noun. But demonstrative adjective जो होता है, it always comes before the word it modifies. वही noun. जिस word को ये modify कर रहा है, उस word से पहले आता है, वो क्या है? Demonstrative adjective. Examples. That building. I'm not writing that is so gorgeous. I'm not saying that is so gorgeous. I'm saying that building. Okay? So that building is so gorgeously decorated. Okay? Gorgeously decorated. Okay? That refers to a singular noun far from the speaker. This car is mine. This refers to a singular noun close to the speaker. Those flower, lot many. So that is why that की जगह क्या आया? Those. Okay. Now, what do you understand by possessive adjectives? You possess that. Okay. So in that case, same thing will apply, but then जैसे आप क्या use करते हैं? My, his. This is my pen, his pen, her pen, which shows the ownership. So ownership कहाँ आ रही है? In words में my, his, her, are, their, your. So it suggests the belongingness of something to someone. I'm highlighting it. It suggests the belongingness of something to someone. Unlike possessive pronouns, these words demand a noun after them. Very, very important. Same thing is applying. If you see the trend, if you see the pattern क्या है कि भाई इनके नाम तो बिल्कुल वैसे ही चल रहे हैं जो आपके pronouns के चल रहे हैं, nouns के चल रहे हैं, but हो क्या रहा है? They have a noun after them. So here are the examples. Are you able to understand the examples? My car. I have a noun just after the word my. His cat. Our job. Her books. Clear? So these are what? Possessive adjectives. Now interrogative adjectives. Of course. Interrogation करते हैं तो क्या करते हैं? Questions पूछते हैं, right? So these words will not be considered as adjectives if a noun does not follow right after them. A rule which we are following everywhere in every single adjective. So whose also belongs to the possessive adjective type. Okay? क्यों कहा? Possessive हमने पहले पढ़ा है. Whose pen is this? किसका है? तो that can also fall under possession की बात आ रही है ना, तो वो पिछले वाले adjective में भी fall हो सकता है, category में fall हो सकता है. That is possessive adjective. Which phone? Which is your pen? ये हमारा normal था, interrogative sentence. Correct? अब यहाँ पे क्या है? Which phone? Just after that you can see a noun. What game are you playing? Whose car is this? Okay? Now indefinite adjectives, of course we have done indefinite pronouns. Correct? उसमें क्या था? Indefinite pronouns, if you have checked the video or if you have seen it already, क्या क्या words थे? Nobody, several, some, many, much, most, all, each, very, either. Correct? So these are what? Indefinite. कोई certainty नहीं है. हम लोग रेफर कर रहे हैं. Everybody भी हम रेफर कर सकते हैं. Either भी कर सकते हैं. So these are indefinite adjectives. Example, I gave some candy to her. I want a few moments, please. Several writers wrote about the recent incidents. Clear? And each student will have to submit the homework tomorrow. Clear? Articles क्या होते हैं? Articles भी तो एक तरीके के adjectives ही हो गए, modify कर रहे हैं. A and आप लगा रहे हो, है ना? चलिए. Now, अगर मैं बात करूं articles की, तो articles में क्या लिखा है? It modifies the nouns. Okay? So articles are also adjectives as I have specified. Now articles determine the specification of nouns. A and are used to be unspecific. अब important point क्या आ गया? ये specific और unspecific को समझाते हैं. Correct? तो अगर specific है तो वो क्या है? The या the. Correct? और अगर आप non-specific बात कर रहे हैं तो वो क्या है? A या an. Right? A cat is always afraid of. अब कौन सी कैट है नहीं पता. मैं किसी सामने कोई कैट खड़ी है उसकी बात नहीं कर रही. जनरल बात कर रही हूँ कि भाई जो बिल्ली होती है वो पानी से डरती है. A cat is afraid of water. The cat is afraid of me. The cat is afraid of me. तो यहाँ पे क्या है भाई? I am talking about specific cat. An electronic product. और यहाँ पे क्या है? जब भी हम वॉवल यूज करते हैं तो वॉवल साउंड आनी चाहिए. भले ही ये वॉवल है तो आपने लगा दिया, बट अगर यहाँ पे वॉवल साउंड नहीं आ रही होती तो यहाँ पे एन नहीं आता. Alright, so we will see that in the article section in detail, that how you can utilize the, and. But then at least you should have a clear gist of it. पता होना चाहिए हम लोगों को कि कब आपको नहीं लगाना है. So what are compound adjectives? We have already studied about compound. What is that word compound? A mixture of something, correct? So compound adjectives क्या होते हैं? When compound nouns, हमने compound nouns पढ़े हुए हैं, है ना? क्या होता है? Compound nouns होते हैं six pack abs, six pack, right? Football. So दो चीजों से बना हुआ है. Likewise, when compound nouns, combined words modify other nouns, they become a compound adjective. समझ नहीं आया होगा? Elaborate करते हैं. This type of adjective usually combines more than one word into a single lexical unit and modifies a noun. कैसे? जैसे कि अगर आप एग्जाम्पल्स देखेंगे, जहां पे भी आपको कोटेशन मार्क दिख जाए और जहां भी आपको हाइफन दिख जाए, these are called as compound adjectives. For example, I have a broken down sofa. Okay, so this is what? Separated by a hyphen. I saw a 6-foot long snake. Correct? He gave me, and I'm gonna kill you now. Look. He gave me, I'm gonna kill you now. Look. That's the name of the look. Adjective, complete. It's in quotes, right? So I am gonna kill you now. So this is also an adjective. Okay? So narrow-minded is another example. She is so narrow-minded. है ना? ऐसे बोलते हैं? Yes, ma'am. तो ऐसे क्या बोल सकते हैं? She is a narrow-minded girl. Correct? Middle-aged. She is a middle-aged woman. Time-saving, good-looking, smoke-free. That's a smoke-free zone. Okay? The degree of adjectives, very, 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 very important. Okay? Adjectives की दुनिया इसके around घूमती है. Okay? So positive, there are 3 degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. So what is positive degree? When I am saying she is a good girl, he is a good boy, just I'm talking about that person, that he is a good boy, she is a good boy, she is a good girl. But then comparative degree is what? Comparison between 2 people. He is better than any other boy. Okay? Superlative, he is the best boy. Okay, best. सब में से सबसे बढ़िया वही है. और अगर 2 की बात कर रहे हैं तो बेटर है इससे, और अगर अकेला है तो गुड है. Okay? Now, to compare 2 people or things, use the comparative form of an adjective. The comparative form is usually made by adding er to the adjective. Dark का क्या होता है? Darker. Light का lighter. High का higher. Low का lower. Old का older. Young का younger. Rich का richer. Poorer. Taller. Smaller. Softer. Harder and warmer. Okay. Now, superlative form. अब इसमें क्या है? When you compare 3 or more people or things, use the superlative form of an adjective. Okay? She is the darkest of all. It is the lightest of all. Highest, lowest, oldest, youngest, richest. Okay? Warm का क्या हुआ? Warmest, coldest, fastest, slowest, hardest, softest, smallest. The word the is often used before the superlative form. Very, very, very important. क्या बोला? The word the or the is used before the super. She is the best. Okay? तो the आएगा. Okay? So a bee is a small insect. क्या बोला? A bee is a small insect. Bee के बारे में बता रही हूँ कि छोटा सा insect है. मक्खी छोटा सा insect है. Lady bird is smaller. But an ant is the smallest. सबसे छोटी वही है. Okay? If the adjective ends in E, add R to form the comparative and ST to form the superlative. Now this is the rule. क्या rule है? When an adjective ends in E, तो उसकी comparative form क्या होगी? ER. And superlative क्या होगी? ST. Closer, closest. Larger, largest. Ruder, rudest. Safer, safest. Wider, widest. All right? Suppose the adjective is a short word that ends in a consonant and has a single vowel in the middle. that ends in consonant and has a single vowel in the middle. So for such adjectives, you need to double the consonant and add er. I hope I'm clear. Whenever you have small adjectives which are ending with consonants and in between you will see vowels, so you will do what? आप replicate कर देंगे consonant को, double कर देंगे consonant को और er add कर देंगे. तो ये हो गया better, slimmer, thinner, big का डबल जी कर दिया और er add कर दिया. ऐसे ही saddest यहाँ पे double d किया और est कर दिया. All right? Crystal clear to all? Okay. Now, the another part. Suppose the adjective has two syllables and ends in by. Syllables. What do you understand by syllables? When I say E-Z, can you hear two sounds? E-Z. But when I'm saying sad, एक है, E-Z, two. So when you have such cases, what you need to do is, comparative में क्या होता है आपका IER, आप by को क्या करते हैं I और ER बन जाता है comparative में और EST आ जाता है superlative में. Clear? I'm repeating, whenever you have two syllables, that means you have two voices coming when you speak a word. So in that case, Y will be converted to I और ER हो जाता है और EST हो जाता है आपकी superlative form में. So easy, easier, easiest, funny, funnier, funniest, dirty, dirtier, dirtiest, noisier, noisiest, happy का happier, happiest, naughty का naughtier, naughtiest, heavy ka heavier, lovely, prettier, tidier, friendlier, and so on. All right? Now next is where to use more and most. When I say expensive, have you heard the word expensiver? Expensive, last में तो E आ रहा है ना? क्या बोलेंगे आप? More expensive, most expensive, right? So use more and most to compare most other two syllable adjective. Famous, famous, two sounds, ठीक है? तो बाकी जो और जो वर्ड्स हैं जिसमें दो syllables आ रहे हैं तो हम उनको ऐसे भी यूज करेंगे. क्या बोलेंगे? More famous, most famous, more precious, most precious, more handsome, most handsome, more exciting, most exciting, more beautiful, more expensive, more comfortable, more delicious, more interesting, more difficult. All right? Now, what do you understand by irregular, comparative and superlative forms? Irregular. अभी तक regular था. क्या था? ER लग गया, EST लग गया, है ना? Sadder, saddest, है ना? या more beautiful, most beautiful. But then, if you talk about these kind of adjectives, the word itself is changing. The comparative and superlative forms of these adjectives are different words. And they are called as irregular forms. They are different words. Good, better, best. कोई मेल ही नहीं है, अलग अलग वर्ड्स हैं. तो हम क्या बोलेंगे इनको? irregular, comparative and superlative forms. Good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, little, less, least, many, more, most, further, farthest. Correct? My painting is good, her painting is better, but Andrew's painting is the best. Clear? So that is all for this session. Thank you.